Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, and in the last episode, I've just realised that I have 200 rupees. I can go spend my money on the bomb bag, but then I'll have a little bit more time to talk, because... You're not even facing me, mate! How do I keep breaking this game? I just booted it up! Okay, you know what? While looking at this weird thing, I can intro. Because things just don't want to let me intro in this game. We're either going too fast for stuff to happen, or I break the game in some manner. You're not looking at me, mate. Eye contact is key as a businessman. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing business. We're focused on growing clientele. And that so makes you a customer. I'll give you my biggest bomb bag, regularly priced at 1,000 rupees. In return, you'll give me your big bomb bag and just 200 rupees. Are you interested? Yes, I be. So, sadly, these explosions are not gonna take down that big old boulder. That's why we didn't use any bombs in the last episode. But in the last episode, we restored peace to the mountains by finishing off the Snowhead Temple. I kept saying Snowfall because it's so similar. That's how many times I've had to do this because of cutting. We beat that, took down got his remains, funny, and yeah, that's what restored peace to the mountains. But we're now in a mad scramble in order to do the race, but it's blocked off by a boulder. These bombs aren't going to help us, but I just remembered that I could go grab this because I couldn't grab it earlier. The business scrub who specialises in bomb bags is having a trade-in special. You scored the biggest bomb bag for a low, low price. Thanks again. Tingle Tookle Kulu Limpup. I was not trying to talk to you, and I don't need to do that again. I just bought it from you. That's not the explosive that we need. The explosive that we need is actually over this way, and even if we did have the fire arrows and try to come back here, it would be pretty useless since whatever's behind that boulder wouldn't be available unless Spring had returned to the mountains anyway. Give that a whack. Also, we talked about the frogs with the Don Goron mask because Spring has returned yet again. I'm the Goron who sells powder cakes, the most famous product of the Gorons. Really? I thought that was the special crop bomb flowers. And, by extension, bombs. Want a powder cake? Powder cakes explode with powerful blasts and are very dangerous. Until I have tested you to see if you can use them properly, I can't let you use any of your own. Ow! Don't need to be tested in order to use a bow. Then again, that was just found in a dungeon. That wasn't exactly given to us, was it? Will you give it a try? This is pretty tight. And I am aware that I haven't handed in the stray fairies yet. I'll be doing that at a much more convenient time. Because we're in a bit of a mad scramble here. If you can destroy the boulder that blocks the entrance to the Goron racetrack near here, using the powder keg I'm about to give you, then I'll give you my approval to carry them. I think I read the sign. Can't remember if I did. That was a boo-boo on my part. We did talk to the baby, though, and he did mention that that's where they're being held. So we need to get rid of that big old boulder. This one's a unique one. It has a longer fuse, so we can actually get it across. When the powder keg begins ticking faster, it means it's about to explode. Try to develop powder block in the Goron racetrack entrance without the powder keg exploding on the way. There's a sign near the racetrack, so keep an eye out for it. When you finish, come see me. Why would you do that when you have a time limit? This is actually pretty tight. You're not given a lot of leeway, and it is ticking while he's still talking, which is stupid. Which is why I was trying to read as quickly as possible. You have to toss this... No, don't do that, please. No, don't do that, please. There we go. You got to move in order to toss it, and you can't walk up slopes with it. Another problem is, we're walking again, just like with the rock sirloin. I guess the rock sirloin was a test for movement optimization. Problem is, I took a route that, well, doesn't allow you to walk on ice anymore because the ice is deformed back... Well, deformed, I keep saying that. Forward back into normal water, so I can't even take that, but that will probably be worse because I'm going up a slope. And this fuse is already getting there. So we need to hurry up. Also, white Wolfos have become normal Wolfos around here, which, again, I don't see the difference other than colour. Or maybe just covered in snow. Because it's melted, they're back down to normal Wolfos, so they spawn in the same spot. Don't need to worry about them. Let's keep going. Now, it looks like we might still have plenty of time. If you fail too many times trying to get them up these slopes, that could be a problem. But thankfully, you can push the powder keg while you roll up, so that's not a problem. You just got to make sure that you toss it right at the edge without actually climbing. Right, I'll read the sign in a moment. I'm going to push this first. There we go. Drop it here. No, that bounced away. I'm not happy with that. Also, this baby will be perfectly fine. I'm guessing Gorons won't flinch from the explosion. Goron racetrack ahead. The race season is currently underway. Well, it would be if we can get in. Break
keep breaking. I want to go to the race. I want to go to the race.
He is so annoying. And I know I'm giving him an annoying voice to go with. So, we could just wait here for it to explode, but we're on a bit of a time crunch. So what can we do? I say as I equip my bow.
Did you come to play? If you can, you should go see the Goron Races that are going to be held on the other side of this mountain. But there's rocks in the way, so I can't get in to see the race. And springs have started too. We're so excited, but there's nothing I can do. I hate it, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to go see the race.
Mate, if you don't shut up. I'll do that instead!
You did? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't aiming at you at all. What are you on about?
I'm going right in. I've been waiting for you, so you have to come see it.
So yes, if you whack a powder keg with your arrows, it'll explode. You don't even use a fire arrow with it. It just cuts the fuse because you've just ignited a bloody thing. So that would save you a bit of time. We passed the exam. Victory! Come on, let's go tell that big Goron. We do need to do that, but we can go back any time in order to talk to him. I plan on doing that in a moment, but I need to be a Goron because I need to go and hand in the fairies. Now is the most optimal time, since if we take the owl statue back to the mountain village, we can come straight up this mountain and get back in there. And if you're playing on the N64 version, you definitely want to do this now. Okay, it didn't load me in properly there. It just kind of chucked me here. It didn't do the effect. That was strange. Even if I skip the cutscene, it doesn't normally do that. And he lived! I am not to blame for any killed Gorons. Darmani, what in the world have I been doing this whole time? I can't remember a thing since I went out to look around Snowhead to figure out why spring wasn't coming. He went as well when he got caught in a dark spell. What am I doing sitting in a place like this? I hate to break it to you, mate, but you gave me, Darmani, a hard time indeed. A very bad time indeed. He has no idea that he killed Darmani because we're standing in front of him as Darmani. Yeah, this guy is to blame for killing the hero of the Gorons. Which is ironic, because he could have probably just punched the temple and it would have gone down. But I guess you don't want to be doing that because it's a temple, but still. Oh dear. Also, if we look here, we need to go back up that way. Thankfully, the boulders do not actually fall while you're here, so we can just hop straight up here with a roll and head straight into the Great Ferry without needing to worry. Also, the wolfos here are normal instead of white. That's a bit odd. They're still in the snow. So why is that a thing? Oh, strong young one, I'm the Great Fairy of Power. Or, as I've said before, the Swamp and Mountain Fairies have been swapped in the 3DS version, as I'm cutting away to right now, alongside the power-ups that they give. So, if we're in the 3DS version, you know what we're getting. If we're in the N64 version, we already have what she would have given, and would be swapping them about. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I will grant you the prowess of a new sword technique, or double magic in the N64 version. Thank you for refilling my magic, madam. I will be needing that quite a bit. You mastered the spin attack, or doubled your magic meter. Press and hold B to power your weapon with magic. When you release B, your sword will unleash a whirlwind of energy as you spin around. To store up energy quickly without having to charge your weapon, rotate the control stick once and press B. Don't know why that doesn't actually start with the Stray Fairies first, but there you go. You found all the Stray Fairies in Snowhead Temple and revived the Great Fairy of Power. As thanks, she powered up your spin attack or doubled your magic, as I keep saying. Now, I would show off how this spin attack is, but right now we need to hurry up. We can do that when we get our new weapon. Come see me again whenever you overcome my weariness. I would, but once again, love, you're out of the way. So, there is no time to waste. Back to the mountain village. That's the effect I was expecting. Don't know why it just faded me in. That was odd. And heading straight back here as quickly as possible. I like how you don't actually walk in during the transition because I rolled in. Yeah, I didn't trust myself there. Let's get in here really quick. And let's get on with this. Because with double magic, we will be needing it for this. You're not required, but definitely helpful.
Oh, Darmy, I've been waiting for you. See, everyone's restless because they can't wait to enter. You're going to enter, aren't you? You're all going to enter, aren't you?
Nope, not yet.
You used to like racing more than you like doubling up a first helping of rook sirloin. Darmy, I know I would never back out at a race.
Newsflash, kid. I'm not the Domani, you know.
I hate it. I want to watch you race. I wanna.
Let's talk to the entrance very quickly. We haven't got a lot of time. Domani, you're entering after all? I guess I'll be last again. Not many to talk to, so we should be able to do this quick. This year is my debut at the races. Please come on me on my brother. Don't think I can do that. These guys may not have your special ability on spikes, but they are still fierce competitors. I'm not gonna lie. This could take you a while, and I'm hoping that I can get really lucky. This year, I think a little different. Domani, are you ready? I'm ready to go, brother.
Oh, you really do want to race. I know you do. You're going to enter, aren't you?
Yeah, but not for you.
You have to. I want to show it to anyone of Darmy races. If your magic power runs low, charge it up with the green jars on your course.
Right, so, if you hit anybody too often, you're going to get knocked out of your spikes and you've got to build them back up. But no one else has spikes, only you, and you need them. I like to back up a bit and then give it a good old start like this so we don't wheel spin. If you go over the line right before you start, you will be disqualified and it will reload, and it's just wasted time. Hopefully these guys won't rubber band so hard, but they tend to rubber band really hard in the original. I just lost my spikes and they rolled into me. As you can see, they don't... Oh my god, really? They don't have spikes, but they don't get bounced... They don't get knocked out of their roll. You have spikes, but if you don't have them, you do get knocked out of your roll, which is really dumb. Also, there are bomb flowers on the course. Don't land on them. Like that bloody moron, who did not get affected by the explosion, but I did. Why do the normal Gorons have so much more armor than you, and you're, like, fragile? I think that's unfair. We need a buff, basically, just to be on the same level as them. Then again, maybe Link's not used to doing this sort of thing, so maybe he does need the buff in order to match their level, but it is pretty bad on Darmani's part. And that's the end. Yep. It's because they boxed me in and knocked me off into the pit. This guy came with me as well, but he didn't continue rolling.
Can you hear me, Darmy? I'm sorry, but there's no way you can win now. You want to keep racing anyway?
Thank God they give us this option. Because you have to finish the race in the original, or leave, if you want to restart. And that wastes time on a timed game because of the 3-day cycle. Thank God that they allow you to actually quit out if you do get knocked out to the lower half of the stage, so you can try again without wasting time.
You're just a little stiff because winter was so long. I don't really like this. Remember how good you really are and then give the race again.
Thank you, game, for reminding me of my failure. The elder son pressured you into entering the Goron Races, but you weren't exactly victorious.
You're gonna enter, aren't you?
Yes. I'm trying again, dang it. This time, hopefully, when I back up, I won't be facing the wrong way. Okay, I almost went over the line there before it said go. And I've only got a couple of hours. I need to win this within the next couple of tries. I will admit, though, this may be an annoying stage, but it's also a fun one. Stage, minigame, you know what I mean. To be honest, I don't mind this minigame. It's just because, you know, the way that I plan on doing this, I have a bit of a time crunch. So technically, I'll make it worse for myself. But we've literally got until the dawn of the next day to get this done. But we need to finish and get back to the Mountain Smithy before the dawn of the next day. So we're on a tad time crunch here. I'm not going to go up the slope. I don't trust it. I am going to get this pot, though. Okay, so I'm not doing too bad at the moment. Okay, I shouldn't have spoke. Okay, I've got it back. I'm fine. Don't do that to me. Let's not, please. Right, let's stay on the inside lane. We need to overtake this guy. Don't rubber band me, you bastard. No, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me! No! Got it! Just barely. Holy hell. You know, just for shits and giggles, I might actually show how this goes on the N64 version. Because I swear it is a lot more difficult in that version, even though I just barely scraped that. That was the second attempt. Because they don't rubber band as hard. Maybe that's what they did in the remake, tuned it down just a bit, so it is still quite challenging, but you're able to cut it extremely close if your movement's optimal. I swear they're a lot more chaotic in the N64 version. So let's go have a look at that, shall we? We're starting on the Goron Races. Do you want to know how bad this looks? And how badly how strong their AI is? How badly they act? Well, you're going to see it. I don't know how long this is going to take. Because of these major differences at certain points, these videos could be God knows how long. Oh my god, I bounced between about 4 of them there. I'm surprised I didn't lose my spikes. I am flashing red. If you get hit too many times when you're flashing red, you probably will lose your spikes. Oh shit, that guy just careened through me. Do you see how often we are clashing? They are lethal in the N64 original, and I can't build up my speed here. It probably don't help that the geometry isn't as smooth. Yep, this is a lost cause already. Oh my god, can I just build up my speed, please? Hang on a minute. No, he ruined me. He ruined me. I don't know, actually. Did I win that? I can't tell if I won that. No, I barely didn't win that, even though I was so far behind. I might have sped the rest of that round up. Do you see how, like, early I am into the 3-day cycle still? I'm still, like, in the day of the second day. I'm not even on the night of the second day beyond midnight. That's how much time is saved just by playing the N64 version, despite its sluggishness as well as lower frame rate. Yeah, you still have quite a lot of time to spare, because as I've mentioned already, slowing down the flow of time is a 33% not. Yeah, it's like slows it to 33% of normal speed instead of 50% of normal speed. So you get triple the time instead of double. And I've been doing everything exactly the same, and this is my second attempt on the races. Can I please build up my speed? Can I please build up my speed? Oh boy. Thank God. Oh, why did you have to careen into me, you bastard? Made me lose my spikes again. I can't get it while going uphill. Yeah, you hit that post. Right, I've really got to cut this corner if I'm going to make it. Yes, I want to get the fairy before I did this, because that's who gives you the double magic. Kind of close, kind of close, kind of close. Right on the inside. Oh, he has the same idea. Okay, I might be alright. No, I'm not alright. Oh, maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh! Take that, you bastard! Just barely scraped that. Did you see how tight that was? I swear they rubber band so much more difficult. They're also a lot more aggressive in the N64 original. It is ridiculous, and I used to have plenty of time to spare.
That was great. I knew you were the fastest going, Darmy. Yeah, I was sure you'd get first place. This is from Daddy. It's the prize.
A bottle of gold dust. Not just the gold dust, but the bottle as well. This is our next bottle. We want to be building these up, remember? And the gold dust you can sell at the Curiosity Shop for 200 rupees. But that's not what we want to do with this right now, even though we have an empty wallet. Thank God we didn't need to pay to enter this race. This is the finest quality available. And you know what that means? What did Zabora in the Smithy say?
I want to be just like you. Quick.
Oh, I have to go back to the... There we are. You fixed the Mountain Smithy's half, and your Q sword's been sharpened to a razor sword. We need to hand in the razor sword with gold dust before the dawn of the final day, because it takes them a whole day to smith the bloody stuff. Or just the next morning, because they haven't got a lot of time here. We've barely got an hour left. So, with that...
Come on, into the race. I want to show everybody how fast you are.
I've already done it, mate.
I want to see you race.
Well, tough. You're not getting it because you've already seen me race. I got my prize. I'm heading back. So, with that, we barely have an hour left for them to actually forge this blade, and we still have the razor sword on us because we didn't use it 100 times. I'm not too sure if I'm going to edit a counter or not. I don't think that's necessary because I really did not use it too much. But yep, we're back here, and there's a bunch of rocks underneath. We'll check those out in a moment. Let's hop in. Took off my mask.
A customer? Come on, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Hey now, that's a mean joke. Your sword's already been sharpened to a razor sword. Unless, do you want me to make your sword stronger? To do that, I'll need gold dust. Do you have any?
I do indeed, good sir. Let's put that... I can't drag the bottle to where I need it to go again. Why can't I not do that in that menu?
Why, if it isn't gold dust, it's even top quality. Why, even if I use this to reforge your sword, there'll still be some left. Alright, just for you, I'll do this for free, but don't tell anyone.
You're going to keep the rest of the gold dust for yourself as payment, aren't you? You know what? I'm fine with that. I don't actually have any money on me.
Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning.
See? Even though it hasn't been a whole day, we've literally handed this in, like, not even an hour before, you know, the time it would take to forge it. They always complete their forging on the dawn of the next day. So if we were on the final day, we would not have time to do this. Look at that. The same effect happens to the Kyoto sword if we came in while looking at this.
Huh? Look, I'm working on strengthening your sword. I'm busy, so don't bother me.
You're drinking tea, mate. But yeah, we now have another empty bottle to add to our inventory. And with that, we now have the ability... actually, I do want... let's put the bomb mask down there. Because I want to use that so I can break some boulders. While we're waiting for the sword to be complete, we've got a few more things that we can actually explore in this area. Slap on this, blow this up. Okay, they don't want to blow up with bombs. Maybe we can whack them with our Goron punch. Yep, these are basically the silver boulders from Ocarina of Time that require the Megaton Hammer to destroy. There was 20 rupees hidden under here, and we couldn't have reached those before because it was all snowy. Also, another tidbit that I can show you while we're around here is that now that the snow's not covering the wall, you can actually see the railings. While we're waiting as well, actually, while I take that off, I need to keep that so I can go rolling over this way. There's something under the water that we can go grab, and we might as well go get that while we're waiting because we'd have to come back up the slope on this side in order to get out of the water in the first place. Oh no, the resolution's getting small again. That's a pain to edit. Good thing I just took off my mask right there, because I slipped. That was a frame-perfect one. Sadly, we can't get the... Oh no, I forgot about these things. I need to deal with these guys. Let me get over here quick. Because I can actually stand over here. Oh, stop slipping off the bloody floor. I need to take care of this guy. Because I don't think I can actually get into that hole where that treasure chest is until later on. And the treasure chest under here is still submerged in water. And we've got the... Not that enemy! This chest over here. We can't... Okay, the fish are now gone. Do they only appear at night? If that's the case, I might actually be able to get this then, because I always try to get it when it was night time. Nope, the enemy's still there. It's just not on the other side.
That's a skullfish. It's a hazard to fight, so either kill it with the first hit or just run away.
And I believe this guy respawns quite quick, which is annoying. So if I'm quick enough, I might be able to swim over here and dive. But probably not, because if they catch you while you're diving, it's going to catch your dive out. And my phone keeps blaring. Yep, he came swimming out when I tried diving and wouldn't let me dive. Yep, I can't get under there. So we can't dive in order to get in there. I just wanted to come over here and show these chests off, but these enemies are making it more difficult to do so. I can't get them right now. So we've basically explored all of the mountain village, but not the Goron village at this moment. We need to go back in there and see what everyone has to say about spring returning to the mountains.
I kept you waiting, but it's done, see?
And just like that, barely in the nick of time, we have the Gilded Sword. Your Razor Sword has been strengthened. Newly forged, this sword is better than ever and will never break. Look at this sword. It is the same size as the Master Sword. Nothing special about it other than the fact that the pattern on the blade is freaking awesome. And the colour scheme is just beautiful. Even in the original, this looked like an awesome sword, one of my favourite designs. I still prefer the Razor Sword a little bit, but this is basically the Razor Sword that will never lose its sharpness. It will never dull its edge. It's just a shame that it loses its unique style and just looks like another, you know, dual-sided sword. A glorious golden sword. You gave the gold dust to the mountain smithy and your Razor Sword has been reforged into a gilded sword. I love this blade. And it's longer too.
There it is. We can't make a sword stronger than that. No matter how many times you use it, it will never lose its edge. Try it. Oh, and I used up most of the gold dust, so there was a tiny bit left, so I got rid of it for you.
Took it as payment, as I said. Ta very much, guys. My scabbard is now sticking way out to the side. That's not awkward at all. And look at this. Look at this reach. Bloody awesome, this. And, guess what? Quick spin is the level 2 spin. That's not normal. The level 2, the quick spin's supposed to be the blue one. You know, this level. But because of the Great Fairy giving us access to the level 2 spin attack normally, it's also upgraded our quick spin to do the exact same thing without any magic cost. And now that we have that alongside a powerful sword, we're pretty much doing like double to triple to quadruple damage what we used to do. Just think about that for a second. We're doing double the damage of a jump attack of a Deco Stick. That is 2 Deco Sticks worth. That's insanity. There's a pretty big fish in this water. There is a secret behind the waterfall. But it's nothing too dramatic, and it is also an invisible chest. Might as well pop this, since I don't actually have a lot of money in my wallet. It's just 20 rupees. That's why I was forgetting about it, because it's not that worth, but it was on the map. And I was just about to leave this area. But now we are fully done exploring the mountain village. We just got to talk to everybody at the Goron village now, because we haven't talked to them since we restored spring to the mountains. So let's go do that. Right, back in Goron village yet again. We need to actually go talk to the big old Goron in order to approve ourselves for use of powder kegs. Remember that I said you can go back to him at any time once you complete that quest of getting into the Goron racetrack. I wanted to finish everything off over there first before coming down here. Looks like you managed to succeed. Knowing your skills, I feel fine letting you handle powder kegs on your own. It was bad of me to put you through such a dangerous test, but I want you to take this as my apology. There we are, we have another powder keg. This one we can use whenever we want, and we can now buy them. We have a license in order to do just that. Thing is, though, we've got nothing to use it on, because there was another big old boulder that we remember seeing. That was on Milk Road, but on day 3 it's already taken care of, so we're once again too late in order to use it. So that's a little bit of a problem. But you can see why that I wanted to do all this in one cycle, so I could go get this awesome sword, which would really speed up dispatching enemies. Powder kegs are very volatile, so you can only carry one at a time. If you shoot them with an arrow, they'll explode as soon as they hit, so be careful. Yep, I did that because I needed to speed up the explosiveness in order to get it done and get the gold dust early. You blow up the boulder blocking the Goron racetrack's entrance. You've now been redeemed worthy and used to use powder kegs. I am not talking properly. I am slowing over my speech trying to recover myself. Talking a mile a minute. Speaking of mile a minute, let's go roll around again at the speed of sound. And let's get back into the Goron Shrine. And because it's not so cold anymore, they've got the door open to... Ooh. Chandeliers still going around. That makes me wonder, are the prices in the store lowered, or are they still high because they haven't had a lot of business? Never actually checked this, so just had a thought, so let's go have a look. Domarny, welcome. You didn't go to the races? Yep, I've already done that, mate. 10 bombs, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. Yep, they're back to normal prices, which is sweetness. Things are looking up for the economy around here. Except for the Deku Scrub outside. I mean, I still say he's a grass type. What's he doing out there in the snow? I think he'd want to be doing business in here since all the Gorons are in here, but I don't know. So where are all the Gorons in here? If not at the races. Well, they're all here, and the Elder is perfectly fine. Domarny, the Goron Elder's waiting impatiently for you. Domarny, the Goron Elder's waiting impatiently for you. I guess I got to talk to him first. The Goron Elder's waiting impatiently for you. Domarny, I've been waiting impatiently for you. Oh, yeah, I just heard everyone else around here say the exact same thing. Wait, why was that above? Why was that text box on the top of the screen instead of the bottom? Okay, weird. I have been waiting for your arrival ever since I heard the news. I heard that you, the one whom I thought would to be dead, had sealed off the blizzard that was blowing in from Snowhead. Thanks to you, spring has come to Goron Village. Everyone is pleased. The greatest Goron hero of them all, that's... Domarny! The immortal Goron who's not dead, even though if he has died, that's... Domarny! The star who we wish upon, that's... Domarny! Domarny, greatest of the Gorons, brother! Greatest of the Gorons, brother! Domarny is the greatest in the world! Greatest in the world! My son got better immediately. He went to see the Goron Races that celebrate spring. This time I, the protector of this tribe for so many years, choose to lead the seat, yield the seat of tribal patriarch to a younger one. The Goron who makes calm decisions, yet boasts courageous determination, and can take care of all those shall be the patriarch. The chosen one, Domarny, is you! There could be no other. That could be a tad bit of a problem. I've got to go places. Not to make a pun or anything, but I'm on a roll. What do you think? If it's you, everyone would happily accept you as the patriarch. What? You need not answer so quickly. Go! Enter the Goron Races. Think it over slowly. I am waiting a thoughtful response. Oh, thank God. Awkward.
Domarny is dead. This is Link. We can't stay.
Domarny, you are alive. You always did say I cannot die until I've eaten 1,000 tons of rock sirloin. You must have meant it. Domarny, you sure are amazing, but somehow, I still have a bad feeling about things. The monkey in Woodfall said the same thing. Snowhead, Snowfall, Woodfall, too many names are similar. The monkey in Woodfall said the same thing after we cleared the area of the problems they had. The biggest problem is still looming overhead. Is it still overhead? You feel it too, don't you? I keep rolling because I want to talk, but I don't talk to them. Domarny, you gotta enter the Goron Races too? I'm going by the raid too, so leave some prizes for me, brother. Again. Domarny, you really are alive! I'm feeling like a complete fool. Domarny, you did it! It's just like you to pretend to be dead, just to let your enemies will let your guard down. So you're alive after all. I was completely fooled I even made a grave for you. I'm so dumb. Oh, it makes me feel bad that these guys basically have rocks for brains. Except for maybe the Elder. He was dead. You wouldn't have... What body did you bury in that grave, mate? Just saying. You even buried him under water in a hot spring. I don't know what you want me to tell you, mate. You are dumb, because you can't even really realise that this is like a twice. But, you know, we can't really hurt their feelings, but yeah, we've now talked to the Gorons. That's pretty much all that we can do here. That is it for this episode as well. We got a new sword, we got powered up, we got the powder keg sorted, and we can never seem to leave. this one save statue, because we're going to be saving here yet again, but that's the end of this episode. In the next episode, we've got little time remaining, and we've done everything that we can in the mountains for now. So, maybe now that we have a little bit of extra time in the day, as well as the Goron Mask, fire arrows, maybe brush up on our archery skills, because I was sucking a little bit. Maybe we'll go play some minigames, and maybe get some other side quests done as well, before we have to restart the 3-day cycle once again. See you guys then.